What's up, lads? Today we're going to talk about how to charge more money and still sign clients, and perhaps even more clients, despite charging more money than previously. So this is for marketing agencies, B2B companies, and freelancers who want to grow faster. My name is Daniel Fazio. I'm the co-founder of Ascension and ListKit. You can look us up. Current revenue level is around $500,000 per month. For over 1,000 B2B clients, probably multiple 9 figures in client results. All my links are in the description. So in this video, we're going to talk about 2 problems. And the first is that every time you try to raise your prices, your clients churn or you can't sign new ones because the price is too high and you're hitting a resistance, meaning your revenue drops. Second is most of your deals are one-time deals and you want to start charging retainers instead. So there's going to be 2 sections. So section 1 is how to raise prices. And there are 3 ways that you can raise prices. Three mechanisms by which you can achieve this. So the first is through perceived authority, then transfer of logistical intensity, and then specific function. So you do not need to be an expert to understand what I'm saying. I'm going to put this in normal person terms. So the simple explanation is this. You need to get clients to look at you as an authority figure. You need to do more work for the clients, and you need to do the work for the right kind of client for the right purpose. Right? So I will now explain exactly how to do these things. So first is perceived authority. People only feel safe with somebody they look up to, right? So spending a lot of money is a scary thing. Nobody likes to do that. It's extremely uncomfortable for everybody on the planet. So everybody you're selling to is human. They all feel human emotions. Therefore, if you want clients to feel safe doing a scary thing like spending a lot of money, they have to look up to you as if you will take care of them. They have to trust you. So authority is derived from 2 methods. The first is have you proven to them you know what you're talking about. And the way you prove to people you know what you're talking about is content you have online, specifically YouTube, LinkedIn, and X, Twitter specifically, right? Also, were you recommended by somebody else? Now, the problem is if you don't have a shit ton of clients already, nobody's going to recommend you because there's no clients to do the recommending in the first place, right? So therefore, you must lean on this. Content, having an absolutely profuse amount of content scattered throughout the fucking interwebs everywhere. Like, you need to do this. This is not an option. Now, in this market, everyone selling any form of marketing service or any form of B2B service, this is not an option anymore. You have to do a profound amount of content online and you must exist on the internet. It is a non-negotiable. I'm just letting you know you have to do that, right? So the next is case studies and testimonials. Have you helped somebody like them before? How many other people have you got results for? What do people say about you? These are all extremely important things that people 100% will be investigating, right? So perceived authority is derived from social proof. What other humans do is the largest indicator of what is correct to do. It is the safest option. Therefore, to make a client feel safe, you must show them that other humans rely on you as a figure of authority. An oracle of sorts, perhaps a wizard. That's what you need to do, right? So next, transfer of logistical intensity. So I want to blow your fucking mind here real quick. You simply do more stuff that other people don't do. So let's imagine 2 situations. Situation 1, just as an example, you're a roofing marketing company, but you do not qualify the leads for your client. Now in this situation, you are the same as every other roofing marketing company with 0 differentiation. Situation 2, you are a roofing marketing company and you do qualify the leads for your client. Basically, nobody else on the planet does this. You are automatically differentiated. Now, if I were to make a video on differentiation, I would still come back to this concept of transfer of logistical intensity. So not only is transfer of logistical intensity important for charging more money, it's also important for differentiating if I were to make a topic on that video. So you need to pay very close attention to everything I say in this section. So why is this the case, right? Because qualifying the leads entails getting a human to call them and confirm whether they do in fact want somebody to come out to get a roof quote and if they're financially qualified to purchase a new roof or repair in the first place, right? So the problem is that doing that takes manual labor via actually doing it yourself or via hiring and paying somebody else to do it, both of which are a pain in the ass and nobody wants to do. Right? You don't want to do it. The client doesn't want to do it. Your competitors don't want to do it. Therefore, the supply of doing this thing is low. And when the supply is low, you can charge substantially more money for it. That's how supply and demand works. Specifically, more money than it costs to execute in the first place. which is the definition of a profitable business, doing something for more money than it requires to fulfill. That's literally how you profit in a business, right? So here's another example. Say you're a sales funnel agency. So this is agency offer number one. Here's what they do. Funnel build and design, automation setup, copywriting of the whole page, right? Now, let's look at agency owner number two. So he does the funnel build and design, automation setup, copywriting the whole page, just like agency owner number one, but he does the ad scripting and the editing, the VSL copywriting and editing, the email flows, the media buying, and the conversion rate optimization and weekly split test. So given an option between these two people, who would you pay more for? And the answer is so clearly and obviously agency owner number two. Like that, it's just so clear that is the case, right? So you agency owner number two could charge substantially more given the fact they simply do so much more. So it works even better due to the fact that agency owner number two gets to shine a light on the fact that agency owner number one doesn't do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Right? So not only does agency owner number two put himself up, he also brings the agency owner number one, your competitor, down. So it's a double amplification. That's what you want, right? So number three is specific function, right? Imagine that you are running a content marketing agency. You typically just do edits and maybe some scripting. So if I were to ask you a question, who do you think will pay more for scripted and edited videos? Number one, guy who runs a podcast and wants clips to post on social media to get more views. Or number two, a D2C e-commerce brand who wants product ads created so they can push paid traffic money behind the videos. Clearly, it's number two, right? So the specific function of what your service is intended for matters, right? The D2C brand pushing 6 figures per month in ad spend can afford substantially higher prices than the random dude running a shitty podcast. Like, this is very important to understand. Like, who you do the thing for what specific function, is a massive determining factor into what prices people will pay, right? So you need to sell it to the right person. You need to transform your service or offering into a specific function for people who actually make money. This is also generally good career advice, because if you're some dude below the age of 30 watching this video, who you sell your stuff to and the network you build growing your agency and business is your career, right? It makes very good sense to base this off an industry where a lot of money is flowing and to become somebody who is hyper useful and hyper good at the thing. You want to become the guy, like that fucking guy. That's what you're trying to do. Specifically for people who have a lot of money, right? So section 2, how to turn your one-time services into recurring services. Even if you don't have this problem right now, keep watching, it's important. So I got a message asking the question, I've been doing websites for my clients, but I want to build a monthly recurring service around it. What should I do? And here's what you do. The first thing is to take note about having a monthly recurring service entails that there's monthly recurring work. So something new must be occurring all of the time. Specifically, a new project, like an introduction of a new thing. That's how you charge monthly recurring services. So this is why if you're running a YouTube editing agency or content marketing agency and you find that clients are churning, most of the time, it's not that your work isn't good, it's that the person simply stops doing content marketing because they're too busy or too lazy. There are 2 ways to counteract this. The first is that you script the videos for them because that makes their life easier and transfers more logistical intensity towards yourself to increase your value on prices. Second is work with higher quality business owners who make more money and take their business more seriously, right? This is achieved through increasing your perceived authority. 2 things we've already spoken about, right? So the web design agency can design an offer like this. So his original offer is, I'll build you a conversion optimized landing page. Here's what the new offer would be. I'll build you a conversion optimized funnel or landing page every month with the new lead magnet that I design. All funnels we've made will have split tests running them weekly to further increase conversion rates. I'll make static ad creatives for you to push traffic towards those funnels and help you create the back-end email automations for the leads that come through them. That's a recurring service. In fact, that's a very valuable recurring service with a lot of logistical intensity, and therefore you can charge substantially more money than you can for the original offer. That's how this works, right? So in order to turn your one-time service into a recurring service, you add more stuff that you would do for the monthly, so transferring more logistical intensity, work with better clients who take your business more seriously and tend to stay in business. That's increasing your perceived authority to get the opportunity to work with them in the first place. And 3 is offer them services that directly contribute to your revenue or profit, which is a specific function. That's what you do, right? So I massively recommend you watch this video 2 times to really understand what I'm saying. It's very important because it entails in all sorts of different avenues in arms of your business. Very important. So here's what you do from here. Watch this video on the simplest path to $100,000 per month in 24 months. I'll leave it in the description and probably like right up there in the corner. And then also, if you're tired of cold emails or content marketing or ads or referrals not working for you, because everybody online is teaching you tactics that worked in 2022 and actually don't work today anymore at all. If you're tired of that and you want something that actually does work, you should join Client Ascension because I will work with you directly. And I'm going to help you build out all of the acquisition systems that we actively run in our business, not something that worked in 2022 that doesn't work anymore. Things that work specifically right now. Right? So this link is in the description, clientascension.com. And then also, that's there too. That's it for me. Subscribe, leave a comment. Peace. I love you.